Hello! So today I'm going to be going through my July favorites with you. I don't have too many products to talk about because I didn't really try a whole lot of new stuff this month, mainly because this month went by stupidly fast. I was out of town 2 out of the 4 weekends of the month, so I genuinely feel like it was just June and I can't believe it's almost August. So cool! Life moves fast! What's that quote? It's like, life moves fast, better something or you'll miss it. Let's look it up. Excuse me, dear internet, what is that quote? Okay, that's right, it's from Ferris Bueller's Day Off, and it's, life moves pretty fast. If you don't stop and look around once in a while, you can miss it. Okay, so the first few products I'm going to talk about are all nail related, and they're all from the brand Sally Hansen. These are the Sally Hansen Miracle Gel nail polishes, and this right here is the Sally Hansen Hard as Nails Hardener. Yay! So I have very recently started getting into doing my nails again, and that's mainly because for the last 5 years I was working at a job where I couldn't wear nail polish, and so it's still very new to me and exciting, so which is ironic because I'm not wearing any today. But what I've come to realize is that regular nail polish just doesn't cut it for me. No matter what kind of base coat or top coat you use, it just is always going to chip and smudge and not be as cute as I want it to be days later. But when I use this formula, this gel formula, these last so long. They are so good, they go on so smooth and pretty, and it looks like I got my nails done from a salon, but really it was just right here on my room. If these weren't like $8 a piece, I would probably have much more than these two right here. And actually, now that I'm thinking about it, I think I have like 1 or 2 more in my collection. I just grabbed these two because they're the ones I use the most, but I love them so much. I've tried other brands for gel nail polish, like I know I have a few from the Revlon Color Stay, I think they're called Gel Envy, but I have a few of those and they are pretty decent, but these just take it one step further. They last so long and they're so smooth and I love it. And then to top it all off, quite literally, I go in with the top coat hardener thing and it is just perfect. It totally smooths everything out, and that's really what seals the deal for me. It makes it look like it's straight out of a salon. So the next thing is from the brand Rimmel, and it is their Match Perfection Concealer. I have heard a number of people talk about this product, but I've been hesitant to try because of the applicator. It's like the kind where you squeeze it and it has a little brush at the top. I've just never really found that kind of applicator to be very enticing because it just seems like difficult that it's like a squeezy tube and a brush and it's probably not super hygienic. I mean, neither is the Maybelline one that I'm obsessed with, the one with the little sponge at the top, so what can you do? But this has seriously amazing coverage and it's a really good color match for me. I think I'm at the shade Fair Light, as per usual. So I'm just now actually looking at the front of this and it says it's a 2-in-1 concealer and highlighter, which makes perfect sense because it has amazing coverage and it's also extremely brightening, and that is my favorite kind of concealer. But it also says here on the package that it is a skin tone adapting concealer. Maybe that's why it's such a good color match for me. I don't know, but I love it. So the next one has quickly become a crowd favorite here in the land of the internet. So it's no surprise that I jumped on the bandwagon and wanted to try it out myself, but it is the NYX Liquid Suede Cream Lipstick in the shade Softly Spoken, and this is just the most beautiful color. I'm not even gonna swatch it because it's like what I'm wearing on my lips today, but it is so wonderful. I'm really into like cream lipsticks, but not necessarily liquid lipsticks. I just find that the like cream lipstick trend or whatever is much more like up my street because it's much more wearable in my opinion and it's not as like intensely mattifying. So this is great, and I also really like the NYX Soft Matte Lip Creams because they are just not as intense as a liquid lipstick, but they still have the same effect, I guess. So next is actually a makeup brush cleaner accessory, and it is the Brush Egg, and I'm utterly obsessed with this. So basically how it works is you just stick it right here on your fingers and you get whatever cleaner you're using. Sometimes I'll use baby shampoo. Lately I've been doing dish soap mixed with olive oil, which I'm kind of liking, but I kind of just go back and forth. It really just depends what I'm feeling that day. So I'll get my brush wet, dip it into whatever cleaner I'm using that day, and then just swirl it aggressively onto the egg. And this has these nice ridges, I don't know if you can tell, but it has these ridges that really clean your brush deep. And it does such an amazing job of quickly and efficiently cleaning your brush, whereas before I would just swirl it on my hand for ages. Whereas with this, I just kind of go to town here for like 10 seconds and we're good to go. I do have a little bit more trouble with like foundation brushes because those are always like have a lot of product built up in them, which is why I try and clean them like once a week, as opposed to the rest of my brushes I do like every couple of weeks, maybe 3 weeks, depending on how lazy I am in that season of life. But yeah, with foundation brushes, I always like to give them a good clean like at least once a week. And then in doing so, there's not as much product built up, and so it doesn't take as long using the brush egg, and it's wonderful. Okay, so the last product I'm going to talk about is skincare related, and it is the Neutrogena Deep Clean Cream Cleanser. So I've actually been using a Neutrogena cleanser for quite a while, but I was using the formula that's for combination oily skin because I have really oily skin. So naturally, when I was first looking for a new cleanser, I saw that and I was like, oh perfect, this will help unsolve all my problems, blah, blah, blah. And I'm pretty sure that kind of formula, which like foams up, is supposed to be drying to your skin, which to like oily girls like myself initially sounds really enticing, but when you really think about it, that's not doing your skin any favors, because if you're drying it out, it's going to like overcompensate and overproduce oils, which is why I still get oily even when I use those products that are targeted for like oily skin. So I decided to make the switch and go for the cream cleanser because I thought maybe that would be better for my skin. I will say my skin did start to break out a little bit when I first started using this, but that probably has 2 reasons to back it up. One, my skin is a little hormonal right now, so that happens. And then also, my skin is extremely sensitive, so anytime I switch up anything in my routine, I can almost guarantee a breakout. Because my skin just gets so used to something, and then when I throw like a different ingredient or something in there, it freaks out and it's like, what are you doing to me? And then zips. So that's it for like beauty related products. I have a few more favorites. So this next favorite is kind of just a random one that I threw in at the last minute because I haven't necessarily been using it long enough to really call it a favorite, but I'm just so excited about it that I can't not talk about it, you know? So recently I read what I think was a BuzzFeed article or something that was basically like a list of things you didn't know you could do or get with your Amazon Prime membership. And I was like, oh cool, because I really only use Prime for the free 2-day shipping. Great, tell me what I can do. And one of the things that was on there was something called Kindle First. I don't know if I'm explaining this correctly or well at all, but basically how I understand it is once a month you get like a selection of 6 different books that are going to be released in like the coming month or months or whatever, and you get to pick one to read. So it's essentially just like getting a free book every month, and you get like 6 different options to choose from. I don't really remember the name of the one I picked for this month, but it's like a historical period piece, I guess. And I haven't started reading it yet, but I'm going to in the very near future, and I'm excited, and I just think it's such a cool concept and I love it. So the next one is kind of dumb, but it's a movie that I saw recently and pretty much just became obsessed with. It was Mike and Dave Need Wedding Dates. And let me just say, I honestly think the last time I laughed that hard in a movie was when I first saw Bridesmaids, and that is saying something. This movie killed me. There were so, and okay, mind you, I saw it by myself because that's a thing I do, but I was like peeing my pants laughing the entire time. It was so funny. Zac Efron was you know, Zac Efron. And even though Adam Devine pretty much plays himself in every single movie he's in, I love him. He's hysterical, and also Anna Kendrick and Aubrey Plaza are perfect. It was so funny. It was wonderful. I saw it by myself, and then the very next day I went and saw it again with my mom and my brother because I pretty much just couldn't stop talking about it all weekend, so they were like, shut up, let's just go watch it. And my last favorite for the month of July is, without a doubt, Hamilton. I don't even know how to put into words how much I love Hamilton. It is so beautiful. I just love it because it's like friggin' founding fathers rapping about like the OG Brexit, and it's just the best. It's wonderful and I pretty much just can't get enough of it, and I don't think I'll be able to see it anytime soon because I am not the president. But yeah, I'm pretty sure it's gonna start touring in like 2017 or something, so hopefully I can see it then. Alright, so that's gonna be it for my July favorites. As usual, I will list all the products I mentioned in the description bar, and all my social media links will be there as well, so feel free to follow me on there if you want to do that. Alright, thanks for watching. Bye! Probably not even 20 yards later that we're driving, I just hear my niece Allie in the back scream, and I look back and I see a cockroach like flying across the window. Flying! They fly! Like, what the hell?